everybody, what's up? Welcome back. It's your fucking boy. It's the your favorite podcaster on your favorite podcast. This is Smartass the Podcast, episode 46, coming at you during the first. I guess it's not the first war. I mean, because we've been alive for, tons of bombings or whatever the hell's going on. But during a war that's kind of happening, which is pretty pretty cool. Isn't that fun? As people are having their last moments, awaiting to be blown to pieces, we are doing this. We're talking about what lunch spot we're going to hit, making weekend plans. We're, gossiping. We're, in our garages podcasting. We're, planning that diet that we're going to start next week and, get really ready to shred down for summer, dude. I'm going to shred down for summer. Who's with me? I got to shred down. I got at least 3 pounds to shred. So that I'm going to really spread that out over the next couple months and just really shred down for summer so that when people see me, they realize that, hey, you don't got the discipline like this, bro. Because I don't have the genetics. I got the genetics to be a fat fuck. All right. That's what I should be. You saw my family, especially my Portuguese family. They got that fucking European fat fuck shit. They're diabetics. They're fatties. And that's how you know that you're healthy, according to many of the members there of that side of my family. My grandma looks at me, dude, I could be fucking cut, bro. Just cut, shredded, and she'll look at me and just be like she'll look at my dad and she'll be like, this boy is sick. Why is he not, 200 pounds overweight? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why does he looks famished? Is he on the street? Is he living on the street? Is he homeless? Or why isn't he overweight? Why isn't he diabetic? We need to get him help. But so that's what I should be. And I've been well on my way many times throughout my life to being just a real fucking fat piece of trash. And I've been chubby. I was fat according to my standards, but everyone told me that was that's insensitive to say that because I wasn't fat. I was what they would call chubby. I would describe it as literally morbidly obese. I was morbidly obese. I was about to fucking die, and not from the obesity, but from suicide. It's gonna. Oh my god. I mean, and hey, this isn't a fat shame. I mean, fat shaming has its place and its time, like always. But this isn't about that. This is about dude. It's as simple as just, dude. You gotta do some shit about it. Okay. It is what it is. It's not even about your body. It's about your fucking brain. You don't want to have fat. I mean, you got a fat body. You got a fat brain, and you don't want a fat brain because your fat brain is not helpful for anything. And you don't realize that you got a fat brain until you get skinny. Not even skinny, until you get into good shape. You start feeling good again. Then you're like, oh fuck, that fat brain was killing me. I had no energy. I was just sad. I was vindictive. I was a fucking angry person, and you just had fat brain, and that's okay. We all get caught by fat brain every now and then, but you got to get fucking in shape brain, and you got to be a spiritually whole person like I am. What's up, everybody? Yeah, thanks for everyone that listened last week. Last week we did some fucking fatty numbers, bitch. We did some fucking heater numbers. The fucking podcast went boom. Podcast went much of the way Ukraine's going right now. It went kaboom. That's insensitive. But yeah, dude, fucking Jesus Christ, numbers skyrocketed. I think I tapped into some algorithm with the title, which I gotta get better at fucking clickbait titles, dude. Horny for anime boobs is what I named the last episode of the podcast, and I don't know why people would think that it's a podcast. So maybe they thought I was listing off the best anime boobs, which would be a good podcast, by the way, which I didn't list them off. We went over the list in the thing, we flipped through it, but I don't know why people would be so interested. They just saw anime boobs in the title and they were just like, I have to download this podcast. But yeah, so it's the number one podcast on the planet, and now the numbers are catching up. So thank you for everybody that's listened. All the people that ride with me, ride or die. And that's legit ride or die. Dude, nobody fucking takes ride or die more seriously than Drake. Dude, he's got the one line in the song. He's just like, can't believe you told me if it was ride or die because you're not here and somehow you're still alive. It's like, dude, Drake. I fucking love Drake, dude. How could you tell me it was ride or die, but somehow you're not here and you're still alive? What the fuck? You should be dead, bitch. You said it was ride or die. You were legally contracted, to have to kill yourself if you were ever, not riding anymore. And you're not riding, but you're also not dead. What the fuck is that? Dude, Drake's the most betrayed dude of all time. Everything's a fucking betrayal. Shit's hilarious. Someone just says ride or die to him, and then he just, dude, Drake's absolutely 100% the type of guy that gets loyalty tattooed on him. How fucking, dude. That's so funny, man. You said you were ride or die. Well, I don't see you riding. And I don't see you dead either. What's that all about? Huh? What's all that? Interesting. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? Ride or die. I didn't realize it was stop riding whenever you want and just continue living. That's not what you said. If you said that, that would have been fine, but you can't say one thing and then do another. What the hell is that? Are you going to do that to the Sixth God? You're going to do that to fucking Drizzy Drake, the greatest artist that has ever lived? Greatest musician of all time? Fucking Sixth God? Sixth Sight? Ride or die, baby. Well, that went off the rails quick. Okay, yo, so fucking, yeah, man, this, I'm not gonna, pretend to, know anything about fucking, war, especially this war or just any war in general, because, I am I'm busy, dude. I'm busy. I'm busy with stuff. I don't got time for war, and I'm privileged, and I love when people are just like, wow, you're pretty privileged to not have to wake up this morning and be worried about fucking getting a fucking rocket to the back of your neck. It must be nice to not have to worry about taking a missile to your temple today, getting gut punched by a fucking RPG. It's like, okay, can you relax, dude? That's not a privilege. Jesus, not a privilege. It's not like fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I know what the fuck's going on, but, dude, I'm not surprised by any of this shit, dude. Russians are, dude, okay, and here's the deal. Russians are fucking, I feel like they're fucking a little bit stupid, but not, like, it's not even, they're, like, stupid in, like, a way that they're kind of geniuses, and I'm trying to figure it out, trying to get to the bottom of it. I don't know what, like, I don't know how to really describe what it is, but I mean, I worked for the Russian mob for a little bit. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast before. I must have, but I worked for the Russian mob here in Vancouver for a little bit, and man, I don't understand. Like this guy there's like no fucking thing in his head that like he wouldn't be allowed to do something, or that things are not gonna go his way. He can just fucking literally just, there's no, like, I don't think it's just me. I think it's like, a lot of us, we're built with like a very like negative kind of viewpoint where you're just like, things aren't going to work out unless I, do everything right. And like, they don't have that. He didn't have that. And like all the people that were, the other Russian people did not have that, dude. It was just, everything is going to be exactly, in their favor. And there's no reason that anybody would oppose what they think or what they're doing. And if anybody was to stop them, they would just be like, they would just act like they don't know what the fuck they're even saying, and they would just keep doing whatever they're doing. On multiple occasions, this dude, I mean, the craziest shit, this guy would just like, for me, this like almost broke my brain in half, because I was just, I would never even like think of this as an option. Also, it doesn't even make sense, but needed to buy something. So he's running like an illegal fucking like, you know, Airbnb business. He's running like 10, 15, but dude, I was like living like basically like a GTA Grand Theft Auto life. I would show up and there'd be like a guy in a van and I'd just have to like get in the van. I would do these odd jobs and then he would just fucking give me money. You know, it was, you know, it was my first year living in the city. I was just, you know, I was doing whatever for fucking cash, dude. Giving out hand jobs, getting in cars with Russian guys, fucking, you know, setting up event tables and then, you know, taking it, dropping a van off. It's like the backyard of some guy's place, emptying out tables like into, yeah, just some guy's like shed. I don't know what was going on. All right. But then somebody gives me cash and then, you know, I go fucking, you know, blow it at the strip club. That was what I was doing. Now, only part of that is true. And all the stuff that I like, you know, said I did for the work, I literally did, we just met up at this location, got into a van with a guy, drove somewhere, set up like an event, like set up tables and like fucking a bunch of shit. Then had to like also after the next day, pack up that van, drive it somewhere else, empty out all the stuff into this like random person's fucking backyard shed area. And then just like park the van somewhere else downtown and then just like walk away like nothing happening. And then he just fucking gave me cash. I would do it. I was just doing, my job was to do missions for the Russian mob. I was living a fucking Grand Theft Auto life. I don't even understand what happened, but I'll get back to the story. So on many occasions, and this one specifically, it was just like, I was like, it just like clicked in for me, like clued in where I was just like, yo, this guy's brain is just operates on a fucking different level where it's just like, he does not think that he would ever not be allowed to do something or that somebody would say no to them. They like everything is fair game to them. So the fact that's what I'm saying is like the fact that Russia and Putin just think that they can just walk in and just take Ukraine and just be like, yeah, you know, it's our shit. We want it. Fuck off. What are you guys going to do? What's anyone else going to do? Get the fuck out of here. Who gives a shit? It's ours, you know? And then just like being met with all this like, you know, opposition and, you know, they're fighting for it. And like the whole world's like, hey man, not cool. They're like, what are you guys talking about? Why would this not be cool? It's our shit. So this guy's, so he needs to buy something for this fucking Airbnb place he has. So I have to fucking go with him to Costco in downtown Vancouver. And if you go to Costco, if you know Costco, you had to have a membership there to purchase anything. Now, neither of these two Russian men have a membership to Costco. Does that matter to them? No, not at all. Doesn't matter one bit. They don't even fucking, it's not even a thought. They just walk right in, which I mean, the lady wanted to stop them so bad, but one guy he was this giant fucking hairy Russian dude and, Albert and the other guy, and they both just walk in fucking heads high and, you know, not even look, you don't even acknowledge this peasant bitch that's fucking running the door at Costco checking memberships. They don't even acknowledge her. This fucking, they wouldn't even allow a lady like that. Back in Russia, they wouldn't even allow a lady like that to look at them, let alone fucking ask them for if they got a Costco membership before they enter. And so they just walk in, bro, and they were buying like a bunch of heat lamps. They were buying a bunch of chairs. They were buying some shit and some like lights. And I had to show, cause she like looked at me, cause I was like a step behind them. She like looked at me like, are they like with you? And I was just like, unfortunately, yeah. And then I just showed her my Costco membership. So luckily these guys were able to buy all this shit cause I have a Costco membership cause I'm balling like that. And cause your boys got it like that. Oh shit. He's balling on that level. Yeah, girl. I could treat you right, girl. Let's go. Let's hit up Costco. Do you need an eight fucking kilogram bag of French fries? Do you need 10 frozen pizzas stacked into one box? Do you need a frozen bag of vegetables so big it could, stop a flood? Huh? Let's hit up Costco, girl. So they just walk in and they just start fucking loading up this thing, and they didn't even notice that I showed the girl my membership. So at this point they're still on their fucking thing of just, yes, I can just walk into this store, I could buy all the shit I need, I fucking walk out, and that's it. And that's the end of that, because it's fucking Canada. I'm a fucking Russian guy, and why would it cross my mind that I'm not allowed to fucking come in here and buy shit? That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. And so then they fucking load up about 50 goddamn folding chairs, a couple fucking folding tables, some heat lamps, some lights, all this type of shit. I think they created like a fake event rentals business like the night before, and they got booked for this they probably got booked for this thing, then created a fake rental event rental business the day of, and then we're just like, oh shit, we don't have any of the equipment. Just went out and bought all the shit, and then made me fucking drive it over to the thing and help them set it up at this fucking place. And then so they load up 50 chairs, couple tables, lights, heat lamps, all this stuff, and then they get to the thing and they just see people showing the membership, and he's like, you have to have a membership for this? I was just like, yeah, man, it's Costco, dude. You ever been to a Costco before? And he was just like, yeah, I've been to a Costco lots of times. I was like, well, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. What do you mean you've been here lots? That's not what somebody that has been here lots of times would think or say. So that's not true, what you just said. But he had been to the food place lots of times because he was a fat fuck, and he's just like, are you sure you don't want a Costco hot dog? I'm like, dude, it's 11:30 in the morning. I don't want a Costco hot dog. If I have a Costco hot dog, I need to take the rest of the day off. My stomach's fucking, I'm not eating that. I'm gonna have to nap after I eat some fucking shit like that. He just slams back 3 hot dogs, and it just walks into the Costco like he fucking owns the place. And so then he's just like, you have to have a membership to buy stuff at Costco? I was like, yeah, dude, that's how Costco works, man. And then they're like, you have one? And then there's like, oh, good man. And then I was just like, dude, what was your fucking plan? Okay, so this doesn't work. Now you don't have any of the equipment. So now your fake event rental business can't set up this thing for tonight. So then you have to cancel on this person, ruin the fucking event. Just not even crossing his fucking mind at all that, just inconveniencing of people. People are just not compassion or even thinking about what another person may think or feel is just not something that the Russians do. I don't think. And I don't think that that's far off. I think there's obviously outliers, but I don't think that is the case for a lot of them. And I'm just drawing these conclusions from the Russian fucking mob that I worked for, and the Russia, just how their attack of Ukraine, where they're just like, yeah, this is our shit. Even though it's not, it's a completely different country, but they're like, yeah, but it's ours, So I don't know why everyone's making such a big fuss out of us, killing all their people and trying to take it. If it was yours, you wouldn't have to take it. So, there's that. And, if you guys were awesome, they also wouldn't be, willing to die instead of just fucking, becoming you guys. Another thing with this fucking guy, dude, he's renting out his own apartment in downtown Vancouver for Airbnb. So he's renting out the whole fucking place. It's probably a ridiculous price. It's probably $500 a night. It was kind of near the start of COVID and shit. And this family's stuck here. They can't go back to England because of, COVID stuff. And so they have to stay. And he rents them out his whole fucking apartment, and he messages me at 12 o'clock, and he's just like, hey, man, his apartment has 3 floors, and it's a townhouse. And he's just like, hey, man, there's some people that are checking in here at 12. Can you help me clean up my house? Or there's people checking in here at 6. It's 12 when he calls me. Can you help me, clean up the house? I was like, what are you talking about? So I fucking go over there, spend all day trying to fucking help this retard clean and get it pretty goddamn clean. But I mean, there's only so much you can do. The guy's disgusting, dude. The guy's disgusting. He was a disgusting person inside and out. The way he lived was horrific. He was fucking hilarious with his girlfriend too. His girlfriend was just like, he was making her get her tattoos removed because he found them like gross and trashy. He was straight up making her get her tattoos removed. So, I mean, at that point, this bitch deserves that because, you know, if you're just going to let him fucking tell you what you can't, like that, you know, then you deserve to go through the pain of all that shit because you could just say no. But yeah, he was making her fucking go through that shit of getting her goddamn shit removed. But yeah, then the family shows up fucking last minute. We're still dragging out fucking garbage. We're still, and he's just like, yeah, hey, have fun. They call him back like fucking an hour later, and the mom's like in a goddamn, you know, just, she's having a meltdown. She's just like, I just wanted a nice place. My family can't leave because of fucking COVID. Da, 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 da. I just wanted a nice place to stay. Da, 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 da. And he's just like, yeah, like, and then he was just like, I don't understand what this bitch's problem is. What's she so fucking, you know? The fuck's her problem? We clean the place. It's like, dude, you fucking charge these people like top prices to stay in a goddamn townhouse in downtown Vancouver, and then they show up and it's just like, you know, a frat house that was just cleaned by a bunch of fucking monkeys like us. Like, dude, of course it's not, you know, it's not fucking nice, man. But the thought in his head that this wouldn't be, you know, like, it doesn't matter for him. It was just fucking, hey, like, you know, I'm making fucking money. They should be happy with whatever the fuck they get. Like, he doesn't even cross his mind that, you know, he has to, that like something wouldn't work out for him. He's just like, I don't understand what the problem is. And then like, it's fucking crazy. Then he just blames other people. He would just blame me. I was just like, dude, you're mentally fucking ill. But I don't know if he's just mentally ill or he's just Russian, dude. And I think there's a big overlap. I think their brains just work differently. They don't it just doesn't, they can't wrap their heads around that, that, you know, like, not everything is fucking for them. And like, you know, it's crazy. I'd never been around some like two guys with like this level of mentality before, that they were just like, just so down to do just a legal business and like everything was going to work out in their favor no matter what. It was fucking nuts. But yeah, man, shout out to fucking goddamn Ukraine, eh? Wow, they're a way better country than we are, huh? Holy shit, man. They're showing a lot of us. Dude, could you imagine if Canada was getting attacked? You know how little of a fight we would put up? Can you imagine? Dude, their goddamn, like, president is fighting, dude. I mean, he's posting a lot of pictures and videos for someone that's supposedly fighting, but hey, I'm sure he's doing stuff. And I'm just saying, if somebody was actively, you know, fighting in the middle of a war, there would be less photo ops. There'd be less making videos with their boys. You know what I mean? Hey, I think it's badass too. I'm all for it, but hey, I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just saying. Somebody that I don't know, somebody that's actively fighting off Russian soldiers isn't posting daily, you know, selfies on Instagram, I would imagine. But President of Ukraine, you know, also the voice of the Ukrainian version of Paddington Bear, which is hilarious. Dude, fucking man, yeah. Dude, Ukrainians, dude, they're just regular citizens are just fucking like, you know what? That's it. We're soldiers now. We're fighting. No, dude, the only people that would do that in our country are like or people that we already have on like a watch list that they like, we've deemed them to be mentally ill. And dude, nobody would fight for it. Nobody gives a fuck about, you're not even allowed to be, Canada, I don't think. In the States, they still have it. A lot of patriotic motherfuckers. Canadians are like fake fucking patriotic, bro. I don't think anybody's fighting to defend this shit. Everybody I know would just be like, yeah, you know, whatever. I saw somebody, yeah, there's some like girls on fucking, on, you know, like TikTok comments and Instagram where they're just like, why don't we just get all the Ukrainian people out of there and, you know, relocate them around the world, and, you know, just Russia can have it, and, you know, we can end this kind of the way. It's just like, it doesn't even, and then someone was just like, because that's their home and that's where they live and they don't want to be, you know, put somewhere else on the planet. And then she's like, so nationalism is the only reason. It's like, what are you? You're real smart, huh? You a college grad? I bet you that's what a college grad like. That's how their fucking brains work now. Good job on the college. Yeah, dude, why don't you just leave? You know? Like, why don't you just go somewhere else? Okay, so Russia wants Ukraine. Okay. Just move to, like, I don't know, Australia. Australia seems awesome. Australia seems cool. They have, like, surfing and, like, the coral reef. If you're Ukrainian and you're, like, you know, getting bombed by Russians, why don't you just go live in Australia? It's not that big of a deal. Australia's like cool. They got like tall blondes and stuff. And they all got that fucking hilarious accent. Mate. I don't know. What I said it. I know. Oh, I did it. Fucking hell. Yeah, man, why don't you just leave? Why don't you, hey, fuck your country, dude. Hey, what does it matter? It's all just bullshit fucking pieces of land. What are you defending your country for? It's stupid. I wouldn't defend this country, dude. I'm the first one to say it. I wouldn't defend this country. I would defend the states. I'm ride or die for the states, legit, Drake style. I fuck with the states heavy, bro. I'll die for that fucking country, legit. People think that I'm fucking, you know, I'm a psychopath because I've never lived a day in the states and I'm not a citizen, and I pledge my entire allegiance to that nation. And people think, you know, Canadians love to fucking think that, you know, it sucks and we're superior up here, even though we're far, you know, more like we're just an inferior country across the board. And yeah, I don't think this country is worth dying for, but I do think that the United States of America is worth dying for. And, you know, because that's where I know where my fucking bread is buttered. Okay. And it ain't fucking buttered in the goddamn, you know, nation of Canada, whatever the fuck this place is. My bread is not getting buttered, peanut buttered, jellied, fucking toasted. It ain't getting nothing up here. My bread is getting fucking, you know, all they get is it just dumps bullshit fucking maple syrup on it. Someone just takes a white piece of bread, pours maple syrup on it, and it's just like, hey, is that good enough for you? No, it's not. I would like it toasted with a bit of peanut butter, and I'd like it cut diagonally so that I got 2 triangle pieces. And Canada, they ain't gonna do that for you. United States, they'll do that for you because it's a goddamn free country. I'll die for that. I'll die for that nation. I'll pick up a gun and fight for the States. I will not pick up a gun and fight for Canada. What's there to fight for? What am I fighting for with Canada? Huh? What am I fighting for? What? Keep hockey alive? You know? The Hudson Bay Company? Is that what I'm fighting for? Is that for you know, to save the Tim Hortons Corporation? Because if Canada goes down, you know, because then all the Tim Hortons might fucking, you know, have to close. All fucking, you know, 1 million Tim Hortons locations. What is our culture? What is anything? Fight for this country. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Dude, they got like fucking like Vasily Lomachenko, the Klitschko brothers, like world class, like world champion boxers that are just like, you know, soldiers now that are like, dude, our celebrities and our fucking athletes are out of here, bro. They're out of here. If anything happens, dude, if there's so much as a fucking, you know, gunshot, they're gone, airlifted out of here, dude. There's missile attacks and they're fucking celebrities and their boxers and like all their fucking citizens are just grabbing guns and just being like, let's fucking do this. Dude, how crazy was it though, dude, that the fucking Ukrainian people are like they weren't like letting black people onto the trains. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit, man. Dude. Racism takes a fucking backseat to nothing, huh? That's nuts, bro. See, there's like fun, friendly racism, like, you know, as jokes. And then there's just like, nah, you guys have to stay behind because you're black. What on earth are you talking about? Hey, Ukrainians, we were all on your side. Now I hope that train gets hit by, you know, by a fucking nuke. You fucks? What are you guys talking about? That's nuts, dude. Can you imagine that? Everybody fleeing a fucking, you know, a battle, a war, and they're just like, all right, well, whites first, obviously. And then some like little black kid tries to get on you. You're just like, oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on now. Come on. You gonna make me throw you off, or are you gonna just, you know, you know how this goes. All right. We were playing cool with you guys. Also, why are there black people in Ukraine? Let's go there first. What the fuck are you guys doing there? Huh? That's actually, you know what? Never mind. That's a better question. Why the fuck were there black people in Ukraine anyway? Like, what are you guys doing there? The fuck? What the hell's going on with that? You guys don't need to be in Ukraine. That's crazy. No. You don't need to fucking, you know, like, flee or like wherever you fucking immigrated from, wherever you came from, and then go to Ukraine, bro. That's nuts, dude. You should have been out of there way before. You shouldn't have even been there. Listen, I'm not going to say it's easy for, you know, black people other places, other countries. What are you fleeing to Ukraine for a better life? What on earth? That's mental. Yeah, man. Now that I think about it, that's kind of on you guys, black people. You shouldn't have been in Ukraine in the first place. That's nuts. No good. But yeah, holy fuck, that's crazy, man. Everybody in the country is trying to get out, and they're just like, whites first. Jesus Christ. Not a good look. I'll say it. Not a good look, Ukraine. Not a good look. Not cool. Straight up, hey, Ukraine, with that whole not letting black people on the train stuff, not fucking cool. All right? Not cool at all. Let the black people not get blown up too. That's what equality is all about. All right? Yeah, man, I saw some people that were just like, okay, guys in like their 20s and stuff that were like legitimately talking about fucking like being drafted and like what if there was a draft, and like there's like, oh man, you know, draft fear is a real thing, and like, you know, like people would be scared to be drafted, and you know, like it's terrifying, and like what would happen, and like we don't want to go to war. And dude, nobody, you know, you're not going to war. Could you imagine? We would have the fucking worst soldiers if we just went soldier for soldier with any of these fucking Eastern European, like, you know, Russian shit. Dude, we all have anxiety. We all have fucking, you know, depression. We all got fucking mental health disorders. Everybody's out of shape. Nobody knows how to operate a fucking firearm. Are we like, dude, people are terrified of firearms. I actually think they're like the devil. I mean, nobody fucking knows anything about any sort of combat. People can barely have confrontational, like, conversations, let alone physical confrontation. People can't even have somebody, like, yell at them. And we're going to go to war? They're not drafting any of us, and I'm including myself in this shit. They're not drafting any of us. Yeah, they want, dude. We like, yeah. They want all of us, you know. They want people that are like on the spectrum. They're just like, oh, I've got autism. I'm on the spectrum. I can't go to war. Yeah, well, you know, Maybe it'll help you. Maybe because you know how like some people with autism like really like, you know, lock into that one thing and like they get really, really fucking good at it. And they're just like, you know, like it's like they were like made for it. Maybe there's just like an autistic guy that's just like, you know, just the best war guy, either like soldier or just like planner. And then, you know, we discover that because he gets drafted and then he fucking, you know, helps win the war. What a fucking story that would be. That's a good movie. That's a good fucking movie. And we get Christopher Mintz-Plasse to play the guy. He's McLovin. We get him to play the guy, and because he kind of, you know, let's not, you know, let's not beat around the bush here. Let's not be rude about it. But you know, he looks like he could play somebody with autism, and dude, that'd be great. That'd be a good fucking movie, dude. And but yeah, man, no, we're not. No, your guys aren't getting drafted, okay? Well, I mean, you should be terrified because if you got drafted, everyone's dying immediately. There's no fight. Dude, how are you going to go to a war if, like, the first day of any combat you're done at drop and give me 10. Drop and give me 10. You try to do 10 push-ups, might as well eliminate 75% of our population, you know, from 18 to whatever, 35. 10 push-ups. 10 push-ups knocks out 75% of us. We're going to go to war? We are in the worst position for a fucking war right now. Russia should have invaded us, not Ukraine. They could have taken us if it wasn't for our fucking boys down there to the United States. Just because sheer numbers. We're too small and weak to fucking be, you know, running our mouths and just like acting like we're fucking anything. We are a small, weak country, you know? And that's fine, bro. But we just got to own it. We got to stop acting like we're some sort of like fucking, you know, legit shit. Canada's a small, weak country. And that's fine. And that's fine. But, you know, we're like the immunocompromised of countries. We've got a lot of issues. We'll go down easy. We'll go down real quick. We got to make sure we're vaccinated and boosted because we'll go down right away. Yeah, man. I mean, fucking we need to straight up, honestly, we need to do better as just like a country. Our people are just, our health and stuff is like trendy. It's not like even about really just us generally being a healthier population. It's about us doing trendy shit. Like people love to do fitness and stuff to, you know, buy the clothes, to take the pictures, to go to the spin class, to, you know, post on their Peloton. It's not about generally leading healthier lifestyles. It's more of just like a fucking, you know, hey, look at, I'm doing this thing now. Look at how healthy I'm going to get. I'm drinking fucking, you know, 8 gallons of, you know, fucking water a day. It's not really about, because it's also not coming from a fucking government level where we're like, hey, yo, I mean, they'll mandate stuff for public health all over the place, except for in the places where it's like, you know, needed, like with, you know, our food and our activity. And, you know, they'll give us fucking tons of bullshit to make us sick. And then they'll also sell you the, you know, the fix for it. It's a good grift. It's a good fucking grift, I'll tell you, they got going on there. It's a way to maximize the profits. You know what I mean? And they know that people aren't going to make themselves healthy on their own because people don't like to do things because, like I said, we're a small, weak country. Everybody is mentally ill. And mental illness isn't just, you know, depression, anxiety. It's just in people that just we don't have a very disciplined, ambitious culture, I guess. Like there's very few people that are willing to legitimately push themselves into things that they don't want to do, areas they don't want to go. You know, they don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to be alone with their mind. Everyone's just constantly fucking has screens and like, you know, beeps and bops in their face so that they don't have to use their, you know, they don't have to be alone with their thoughts for a fucking second. Everyone's high on alcohol, fucking weed, SSRIs, fucking putting Adderall in their ass, fucking, doing lines of Xanax, fucking, doing whatever they can to avoid having to, sit with their thoughts and, or like do tasks that they have to do to get them to like make themselves better. And it's just, that's also fine. But I mean, we can do that till we die. That's cool. That's a thing we could do. And, but then, like, we also shouldn't act like we're doing something and, like, we're smart people. Because that's not the case, all right? And that's not our entire culture. There's people that fucking strive, and there's people that are disciplined as fuck, and there's people that do things. There's people that, try to fucking, achieve greatness. I mean, you're looking at one, you're listening to one right now. I mean, this guy, people talk about me. They're just like, that's a man that fucking, strives for greatness. The psychopath that's fucking screaming in his garage. That's someone on the road to greatness. But hey, if you told me to drop and give you 10 push-ups, I can give you a hard 10. All right? But I can't join the army because I do have anxiety. And it's crippling. So, sorry, you guys are going to have to fight Putin on your own. I'd love to fight Putin. Personally, I would love to fight him. 1v1. But see, the thing is, I have anxiety. So, hey. Believe me, there's nobody in the world that hates Putin more than I do. Believe me. I'd love to, give this guy a hard knuckle fucking sandwich right to Putin's face. But the only thing is, and this is like a setback, and it drives me nuts that I can't fucking, that I can't fight this clown. But I got a lot of anxiety. I got social anxiety. I got just general anxiety. I got performance anxiety. So I can't go over there and beat Putin's ass. I'm sorry. Fuck. I want to so bad. And I know I can too. If I just didn't have all this goddamn anxiety. Fucking hell. God damn it. But yeah, so while, Ukraine's dealing with some shit, but, while we're over here on the other side of the world, let's not fucking be those people that are, not helpful. Let's use your freedom and the peace that we have over here to get the fuck off of posting shit on social media and being like posting social issues and fucking infographics on your Instagram. Enough. Don't use your freedom for that. We don't need that from you. You're not doing anything. Enough. And I know you think you care about these issues, but you don't. You care that other people think that you care about these issues. You're trying to, position yourself, right? And they're just like, yeah, like how are they going to think I'm a bad person when I posted that infographic? I posted 4 of those infographics in the Ukraine flag. There's no way I could be a bad person now. Cut it out. You're using your freedoms all wrong. Go outside, go for a jog, go to the gym. I don't know, do some drawing, do some writing, some journaling. Spend some time with your family, your friends, genuinely. Do something productive. It's not productive what you're doing with the fucking infographics and the fucking, posting to your story being like, hey, stop war. I'm against war. Ah, cool, man. Hey, good take. Come back and post if you're pro-war, okay? That's the only time we need to hear from you. If you're pro this war, pro-Russia, that's when we need to hear from you. We don't need you. We don't need the controversial take of stand with Ukraine. We don't need that from you. Can I ask legitimately what these girls think they're doing with that? Can I ask for real what do they think is going on? What do they think they're doing with the posting of the infographics and the social issue shit of the trending topics on their stories? What is that? What are you doing? You're not that's where it ends, by the way. None of you are taking this any further than that. You throw that up on your story, and then that's the end of it. You don't go and donate. You don't help. You don't fucking, you don't research it to understand what's going on. You don't care. You care that other people think you care and are a good person. And that's fine. I understand people, you wanting people to think you're a good person. But you know who is not concerned about that? Someone who's a good person. Just, go out and fucking live your life and be a good person. Stop trying to fucking posture up and like, frame yourself as this fucking, noble goddamn person who's just like, look at me. I'm on all the right sides of these social issues. You're probably just some fucking stupid wine bitch who's like a nurse, which is like fine, but just be that. It's cool. We need stupid wine bitch nurses. There's lots of them who just love to have girls' nights and fucking, hang out with their dogs. We need those cunts as well. You guys are an important part of our society, and I don't know what we would do without you. But we don't need you to pretending to fucking give a shit about social issues on your Instagram story. We don't need that. You're not doing anything. And I hope you don't feel like you are doing something. That would bother me. That would bother me, bro. When you're just like, I hope that they don't think they're fucking, they're that. I hope that they don't fucking think that. Because if they think that, dude, that bothers me, man. That's going to fucking keep me up at night. I'm going to be sitting there fucking just chewing my tongue in anger. I'll make my tongue bleed in fucking anger, bro. They better not think they're doing shit. I'll fucking chew my tongue right off. I'll be so angry. Be so furious, I'll fucking, I'll fucking slit my tongue right down the middle, and get one of those lizard tongues that people do. That's how fucking angry I'll be. Yeah, man. Dude, I saw this fucking, dude, okay. This is how different we are from, dude, because you know how, everything comes with a goddamn, how-to video now, and just, they're like, go to YouTube, you can figure out everything. Dude, Ukraine, bro, puts out this shit. Fucking how to operate if you come across
свободный или брошенный БТР, то сохраняй лайфхак, как его завести.
Включаем массу, оба генератора. Теперь втыкаем обогатитель. Опа. Следующий у нас стартер. Все, завелся. Предохранители. 1, 2, 3, 4. А теперь фары и обдув стекла. Нажимаем сцепление. О! И включаем первую скорость.
Если вдруг вам попадется свободный...
All right, so if you're just listening, what I watched was a TikTok of a Ukrainian girl showing a how-to of how to operate a fucking war tank that Ukrainians are uploading videos of TikTok on TikTok about how to drive abandoned or captured Russian military vehicles. So if you're a citizen who's just joined the war and you've come across an abandoned fucking military tank, you can pop open TikTok and, you get in there and there's lots of, buttons and switches and whatnot. And you're just like, how do I use this to fuck up some Russians? You can pop open TikTok and there's a fucking how-to video for you on how to operate this war machine. Just in case you come across a tank and you want to use it to fuck up some Russians, you can pop open TikTok and learn how to, get the tank up and running, how to rip that baby around like it's a, like it's a fucking gator, like it's a, like it's a little bobcat, it's a little, a little ATV, a little side-by-side action. Hop that in and, start fucking... Dude, I want a TikTok and them just this is how you reload the turret gun. And it's just somebody feeding bullets into the thing and just this is how you, dude, this is insane, man. Unbelievable. Wow. That's so funny. Yeah, man. Dude, thank fucking God, eh? Since we were kind of talking about just like, being a fucking like trying to get better and shit, dude. Let's talk about a little bit about fucking diet and some food, huh? Dude, because like I said at the top of this shit, man, I'm fucking about to start my fucking cut. I'm about to cut down, dude. And so, dude, but there's this clip from the fucking Rogan podcast with I don't know, some dietitians and shit, and he just starts fucking going at Bill Gates. It's kind of fucking funny.
It's as it is, there's I think that 6 or 7 companies produce like 90% of the food that's consumed globally,
and already off the bat, that's not good. I'll go on record and say that. Hey, that ain't great. 6 or 7 companies that are running the whole shit. That ain't great.
What we've seen over time is just more consolidation, and there's this kind of weird interface between tech and venture capital and food. There have been some interesting pieces where folks are looking at food like they want it to be operated like IP, like software. They want you to be able to own the
It's
intellectual
interesting you
property
say that
around
because
it.
Bill Gates is now the largest owner of farmland in the United States.
Yeah.
We looked at that up once. There was some sort of dispute about that, but then we looked at it, said he wants
to
right?
be.
He owns a lot.
He
Put it that
owns
way.
a shitload.
The Gates,
Yeah.
Gates Foundation is one of the major sponsors of this study that I was just talking
so
about.
it's fuckery. But the thing is, like, he keeps saying that we've got to eat less meat, and we've got to cut our consumption of meat out to be healthy, and then we're gonna get used.
What a scary fucking thought that one person. I mean, that's kind of where we're going. Is just everything is controlled by, like the same fucking people, and just like they get to choose. They get to choose what we think, what we fucking consume, like food, media, just everything. They get to decide what we can, what we can't do. And but I mean, how nutso is that to think that somebody is gonna like own, like the guy said, he wants it to be more like IP, like intellectual property. Somebody's gonna like own food. That they're just gonna be like, they're the ones who now own food, are like one of our life sources, our nutrients. Could you imagine somebody owning water? They own water, bro. Can you not just fucking... Dude, who's going to own sunlight soon? Billy Gates and the fucking boys are going to own sunlight, man. And like, if you want sunlight, you got to fucking... They'll put a shade over top of your house and just over top of you in general. They'll fucking... They got money. They'll hire somebody to just cover you. If you want sun... So if you want sunlight, a necessity you need to live, you can write that check out to the Bill Gates Foundation and we'll get you some sunlight. Dude, owning food, what are you talking about?
To these meat alternatives. When a guy like that says that, I'm like, are you making money because of this? Like, why are you saying that? And by the way, you look like shit. Like, because if you're eating those plant-based burgers or whatever the fuck you're doing, like, you're obese. Like, a guy like that telling people about he's...
Dude, I want to see what the fucking... Beyond Meat ingredients are. Water, pea protein, expeller pressed canola oil. So already off the bat, third one, expeller pressed canola oil, very bad. Natural cocoa butter, mung bean protein, methyl cellulose, potato starch, fucking nope. I mean, just a bunch of shit, bro. And it's just like, is Beyond Burger healthy? Registered dietitians weigh in. Yeah. I'm sure this is fucking, legit. No, it's not. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. besides like, I mean, it being probably like cheaper to produce, but that doesn't benefit us. It being cheaper to produce, they'll sell it to you for the same fucking price. So if it's cheaper to produce and all that shit, they're gonna sell it to you for the exact same.
He's got these breasts and this gut, and I'm like, this is crazy. You're one of the richest guys on earth. You have access to the best nutrients, the best. You could have an amazing trainer. You could be in phenomenal shape, and you're giving out public health advice. You're giving out health advice, and you're sick. It's like literally like a non-athlete trying to coach professionals. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How are you giving any health advice when you look like that? Your health is piss poor. I'm not a doctor. But when you've got man boobs and a gut and you're walking around, you have these like toothpick arms, I'm like, hey, buddy, you're not healthy.
There's a lot of profit to be made in processing something into a Beyond Burger. There's a lot of profit to be made.
But those aren't even selling anymore. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, we're kind of lucky in a way. Like the consumers kind of got in and poked around that, and there was Forbes did an interesting piece where there was so much interest from the vegan community around Impossible Burger and Impossible Foods, and this Forbes piece was interesting. It made the case that these people are usually very progressive and very anti-corporation, were like the biggest fans or promoters of this corporatization of our food system, which is kind of where all the stuff.
Oh no, are the fucking crazy vegan liberals hypocrites? Come on now, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't even believe that for a millisecond. These people are not, they're absolutely, mentally deranged psychopaths, but they are not hypocrites, okay? They are not at all. That's one thing they are not. But yeah, man, hey, eat the hamburger. Go out, find a farmer near you, or just, find the best source meat you can. If you can only afford cheaper meat, and if you can't afford it, stop fucking, stop spending your money on bullshit and prioritize buying healthier food and eat dude, there's nothing healthier than a nice fucking cut of beef. All right. Eat that shit, go to the gym, and then, then nobody can tell you shit, dude. Nobody can tell you shit. Maybe it'll cure some of that fucking anxiety so you can get ready to go to war when we get fucking invaded. You eat Impossible Burgers, you're going to have too much anxiety to fight for our country. You go out and you get a nice cut of beef from the farmer down the road, you'll be ready to go. You'll be ready to go when fucking Vladdy Poots comes over here, when he shows his little fucking face over here. You'll be ready to scrap that motherfucker. Yeah, man, dude, it is pretty funny. And you see that in the fitness industry a lot of dude, trainers that are just not healthy. And it's and I mean, it's a lot of, that's all over the world, is people just not practicing what they preach. And that's just, that's just fucking life, dude. People just do that nonstop. They just kind of just keep going. And it doesn't matter, dude. Like I said, the fucking Russian mentality, dude. It doesn't matter. Just fucking go with it and just keep going until somebody tells you no. And even when they tell you no, don't even acknowledge that they said that. Yeah, man, dude. You see fat trainers and shit. And dude, I started working as a trainer for the first time when I moved out here. And at the same time, I became a fucking full-blown fat alcoholic. And dude, people could sniff that shit out, dude. I fucking probably looked like shit. I had fucking fat alcohol brain. Talked about fat brain at the beginning. My brain sucked. I couldn't fucking speak to people because I was full of just shit food and, alcohol. And, man, yeah. Dude, and you don't want to be full of this. If you're going to eat healthy, just eat proper foods. There's no way that you're out of your goddamn mind if you think you're eating healthy and then you eat this impossible or beyond shit. It's impossible because it literally is not possible. It's stupid. It makes no goddamn sense. How are you going to fucking fight the Russians when you got a belly full of, pea protein mixed with fucking canola oil and, shit? Literal just shit. I'd rather you eat shit and get sick. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Fucking, that's the podcast for this week. Dude, Ukrainians are crazy, huh? Pretty fucking, yeah. Dude, the biggest thing of the week is why the fuck were there black people in Ukraine? I can't even wrap my head around that, bro. Yeah, thanks for listening. Shout out to shout out to like the 400 people who downloaded the episode last week. That's fucking nuts. Y'all are the shit. Hopefully your ride or die will get this episode banging too. And yeah, man, we're gonna fucking ride this podcast at the goddamn top, dude. We'll see you guys next week. I got some fun guests coming up. So yeah, man, stay tuned and, go follow all the guests that have been on the show and fucking show them some love. I got some funny people that come on, my friends here in town. And, yeah, man, support the clips on Instagram, support my page on Instagram at smartasspod at AIDS Life. And, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube and everything. And, if you're a black person in Ukraine and you can't get out, hey man, what the fuck were you doing there in the first place? That's on you.